Early changes in the nervous system occur in the brainstem. So there's an area called locus coeruleus, this main noradrenergic center within our brain, and both in Alzheimer's, in early Alzheimer's, and in Parkinson's disease, early changes in that brainstem area have been identified, and that can occur, years before other neurological symptoms come. Now, the unique thing about this part of the brainstem is that it's very close to the vagus nucleus within the brain, and so it's the site of the brain that first receives these signals from the gut and from the gut microbes. So my feeling is, even though it's been worked out the best for Parkinson's disease, the evidence is the strongest that a subset Parkinson's disease patients, it clearly starts as a gut problem and an enteric nervous system problem, and then is then transmitted. So these Lewy bodies, these degenerative, these molecules, then migrate through the vagus nerve from the gut to the brain. It may be a mechanism. So certainly in Alzheimer's disease, I was telling you about. Yes, there've always also been these brainstem changes been identified. But also, we have these other mechanisms like these bile acid signaling. So, but I would say for both of these diseases, or probably for all the neurodegenerative diseases, I think the gut microbiome plays a major role. My guess is we're closer to understanding this for Parkinson's, and we may have early diagnostics and early. So the good thing is, it could be 12 or 14 years from your first symptoms in the gut, like new onset chronic constipation, or the sleep abnormality, which is related to the brainstem change, to the brainstem changes. You have 12 to 14 years before this whole syndrome develops. Mm-hmm. So the possibility for intervention is enormous. So if we found, that a dietary intervention, going onto a Mediterranean type diet, doesn't have to be vegetarian or vegan. There can be some, which probably should be some fish and poultry in the diet as well. But if we found that intervention, if you're really rigorous and you combine it with other things like, exercise always comes up as another way of influencing the health of the gut microbiome. If you could delay the onset of the neurological findings by even 5 years or 10 years, would be an enormous. So we may not be able to cure it, but we could delay the onset, and that I think is very realistic, even now.